Alright, my first rib's going into the Bradley smoker. I've got it preheating out there. I just applied my own dry rub here. It's based on, I think it's Ted Reeder's bone dust, but it's my own twist. I've added a few things and adjusted it a bit. And I've got a third rack here that I'm actually going to do with some Indian tandoori sauce that I got just to see how that turns out. I've used this rub here on quite a number of different things. It turns out really well. So we're going to go chuck those in the Bradley, and then I'm going to come back and prepare the third rack and see how it goes. So it's about 200 Fahrenheit now. I've got it on full tilt to preheat. I've never used it before. I'm not using there's the pucks that they have, and you stack them all in here and it feeds it automatically. I've cut my own little pieces of cherry wood and I'm going to use those. That's what's smoking there right now. It seems to smoke really well. I'm betting it's going to burn more slowly than the pucks, so I might get my full 2 hours of my ribs just with that one piece of cherry wood there. I had to clean this up quite a bit. I bought it secondhand. The guy only had it a few months and came into hard times, and I bought it from him, but it was pretty dirty. Whoo-wee, check that out. A lot of smoke. Okay, we're going in. Hold on. Alright, it lost quite a bit of heat, not unexpectedly, in doing that. You can see I have them in on a diagonal there. They fit perfectly in the diagonal. I don't really have to go for space here. I got room for my third rack down there when it's ready, and away we go. Start my timer clicking. So this is the lighting here is not very good. Anyway, that's the sauce that I'm going to use. Just morbidly curious, that's all, to see how it turns out. We had that already and nothing else to use it on. I'm dusting it first with a bit of flour. You can see I've dusted it just to get this to stick, because normally I'd be dry rubbing these things. So I'll dust both sides with some flour and then apply the sauce. See how that works. We'll see in just a few moments here. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the other side done there. I'm basically just oh gosh, the lighting's terrible, sorry about that. I'm just that's about a half of that bottle for one rack, and just giving it a light rub on there to even it out. Hopefully, this is a total experiment. Hopefully the flour is going to hold it all in place. We'll see. That's a good tasting sauce. I tasted it there. Alright, that's looking like it's going to be pretty good. Just do it like that, throw it in with the other two guys. It's about 5 minutes behind the other ones, and then I'll start the timer. Alright, it's all loaded up and it's almost back to temperature. I just wanted to comment that these things need a glass door like those new those new front load washing machines, so you can watch them. Oh man, wouldn't that be awesome. The smoke's rolling out of the top there, smelling pretty terrific, and if only I could watch it, I would be in heaven. Well, we'll check it at 1 hour and show you what it looks like. Alright, it's 45 minutes later and it just stopped smoking, which is a good hour from that little bit of, oh, it's just smoking barely. I just saw some more come out. So I'll show you what this looks like in there. It's been holding about 105 C or about 225 Fahrenheit. And what I did was, what I had in there was about 2/3 of, you can see here's the rest of the 2/3 of one of these things. I'm going to put this one in. You just got to put it in there manually. So that burned, the 2/3 burned for about an hour. Let's see how I do this manually. Down here there's this little platform that they've got the pucks feed in there automatically. Alright, well, let's see how that goes. There's what they're looking like after 45 minutes. Still got a ways to go, obviously. So let's hope that gets smoking. And we'll close her up and let her go. And it only took a few minutes to get back up to temperature. It's not quite up to where it was 5 minutes later, but it's pretty darn close. and it's smoking like crazy already, so I'm not really too concerned about having to manually open it once an hour to feed it some of my own pucks. It seems like that is going to work pretty well, actually. Alright, it's a total of 2 hours now. It's an hour since or an hour and 15 minutes since I replaced the wood in there. Let's see how they look, and let's see what the wood looks like that I put. Ooh, smoky. Well, they're looking pretty good. I would tend to want to take them out of there. One of the videos that I saw says you take them out now and boat them with apple juice. And we'll see what I'm going to come up with. I don't know. How's that wood holding out? It's hard to see that from here, but there's still a bit of smoke left on that chunk of wood that's in there. Not much, but a little bit. Alright, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here. Okay, there's the first one. For the record, I really hate using tinfoil as a regular part of cooking. It's just wasteful. So I'm gonna do this by the book the first time around, and I'll try to figure out a way to do it otherwise that's not so wasteful. It's looking really good. So basically, you splash in a little bit of apple juice. Didn't really say how much, but it said not to drown them. So I splash that in, wrap it all up and stick it back in there for a while. I'll do that with all 3 of them. Stick it in for up to another hour. And that's what we're going to do. Alright, not much to see at this point. They're boated. Whoops. And give them another hour. Well, there it is, cut up. 1 hour boated. Really tender as anything. Smells fantastic. Looks gorgeous. I don't know about taste yet, but judging by the look and the smell, that is just going to be fantabulous. This is the one with the dry rub. When I get to the one with the wet rub, I will do another quick little vid. Well, there's the second one with the dry rub. I had drowned that one a bit too much with the apple juice. So I got to go careful on the apple juice next time. But it's looking pretty darn good. That's before it's cut. And there's the last one done with the Indian curry sauce. Looks really good. Again, a bit too much apple juice in this one. The first one was perfect. We'll see how it tastes. It sure smells good. And there it is cut up, and it tastes really good. Yum.